Hello YouTube, this is Michael B. the Game Genie, and this is another episode of my game pickups from the new Adventure Island. So guys, this is part 2 of what I'm entitling Days of Future Past, talking about what was the future back then, some of the first video game systems of their time to come out that I've never even heard of, that I've recently just picked up. The last episode was all about my adventures in the past 2 months, maybe a little bit more, with the Atari 2600 and all the systems I picked up. But I alluded in the last video that I'd also picked up another retro system. I'm going to give you guys a big piece of foreshadowing now. Months and months back, might have been July, around August, I actually got a great deal on a vintage system and a bunch of games. I thought it was the whole system and the games for this deal, but it turned out it was just a controller attachment. And what I'm talking about is...
Introducing the Colecovision Roller controller. With it, your vision expands.
The Colecovision Roller controller. So I received this and I got 10 games. One of which was Donkey Kong on the ColecoVision, and also I got Donkey Kong Jr., which I've heard are some of the best ever arcade ports of both games. So it became a mission of mine to find myself a ColecoVision. It took me 3 long months, but I finally came across one.
Now you can bring the arcade experience home. Introducing ColecoVision, the most advanced video game system you can buy. It plays more games than any other system. Arcade games with multiple screens like Donkey Kong. Arcade games like Zaxxon with its 3-dimensional look. Adventure with 15 different screens. Cosmic Avenger. And ColecoVision's new Smurf game. Coming soon. ColecoVision's first expansion module that lets you play all the Atari VCS compatible cartridges. Now you can bring the arcade experience home because your vision is our vision. ColecoVision.
I actually responded to an ad on Kijiji, which is the Canadian equivalent of Craigslist in the States. And the woman had been trying to sell this ColecoVision system for a long time. Originally she wanted $300 for it, then down to $200, then $100. So I finally messaged her and I said, hey, do you want to work out a deal? How about I give you $50? And she kind of worked it around a little bit. I'm not going to tell you how much I actually paid. But I was very happy I got my ColecoVision. The only problem was, it's about an hour and 15-minute drive out of town. So I didn't even know what kind of shape this thing would be in. I didn't even have a picture. So I get in my car, I drive out, and I meet this really, really nice, sweet woman and her kid. She brought the thing out, and I took a look at it, and the shape it was in. You could tell that this was probably hers or her husband's from when they were kids. And they took just amazing care of it. Let me show you what I got. When she originally brought this out, I actually thought it was like an old record player. I was like, ooh, I drove out for the wrong reason. But if you actually take a look at that, it's a computer game holder. So it came in this really cool vintage case that I've never ever seen before. So not only did I get the system, but it also came in this case. Well, anyways, let me open it up and show you what I got. So Michael B. the Game Genie now officially has his very own ColecoVision. And this is just in amazing shape, guys. I'm so excited. Check this out. Isn't that cool? A lot of people say this is not a great system, but I completely disagree. And I know Corporal Coleco would as well. Anyways, very excited to have my own ColecoVision. I mean, look at that. I mean, this is just... It looks like it's never been used. It's in beautiful, beautiful shape. Very excited. Let me show you what else it came with. So it actually came with a mess of games that are actually housed right in that unit that I showed earlier. Came with Cosmic Avenger, War Games. Anybody remember the old WCW pay-per-view War Games where they used to have the 2 cages right next to each other? And J.J. Dillon always got creamed by Sting in the group? Or the Road Warriors?
War Games, the motion picture, is now a video game for ColecoVision and the Atom computer. War Games, the motion picture, is now the video game where you must prevent the NORAD computer from starting a thermonuclear war.
Mr. Do. Dam Busters. Rocky Super Action Boxing. I haven't played a good Rocky game yet. Subrog by Sega. Frontline by Taito! Pepper 2, which I already have a copy of. And Ladybug, with a peeling off label on the top, but that's okay. So it came with another copy of Donkey Kong, which is great because you can never have enough Donkey Kong.
Soon you can play Donkey Kong on your ColecoVision, Atari VCS, or Intellivision home video system. Won't that be fun?
Don't worry, darling! I'll save you!
Super Action Baseball, another copy of Donkey Kong Jr., the official Space Fury by Sega. And last but not least, a game called Time Pilot, which I'm kind of laughing here now, not for the reason of Time Pilot. I'm not saying anything about the game, I haven't even played it yet, but it just rhymes with the term I use all the time, which is Time Pirate. Because whenever anybody calls me and asks me to do something, and I'm even the little bit inconvenienced by it, I always turn to my wife and say, I'm not hanging out with that person anymore. They're a time pirate. Time Pilot. So guys, I told you those games were in incredible condition, and I wasn't lying. They even came with their manuals. So I got the manual for Ladybug, Time Pilot, War Games, Mr. Do, pt.2, Donkey Kong Jr., Rocky. I don't know if you can see that. Is that actually Sylvester Stallone on that? Kind of looks funny. Donkey Kong, Super Action Baseball, Frontline, Space Fury, Cosmic Adventure, and the only manual that's a little bit different out of the bunch, Dam Buster. It's the only game that looked a little bit different out of the bunch. But guys, that's still not everything. It actually came with this as well. Confidential. What could it be? Is it in, like, Nintendo Power's classified information? Actually, this stuff looks like it's from War Games. This is Most Secret War Cabinet Briefing, which is a book. It actually comes with a map here as well for Operation Chastise, so that's very, very cool. It actually came with a scorecard for baseball was thrown in there, too. That's pretty cool. So, baseball sent out its own scorecard, so if you wanted to, I guess, keep stats instead of a battery backup, you got a notepad and a piece of paper. Then, of course, it came with a bunch of these, which are actually the slides that go on the controller pieces that'll actually help you play the game. A lot of really cool stuff here. Oh my god, I think they're all, no, not all of them, but most of them are actually for War Games. Very, very cool.
You are the player, and the arcade is the arena. You focus your mind and propel yourself into a universe where you're the master of your destiny for as long as you can keep the trip going. This is the arcade experience. We're ColecoVision. We bring the arcade experience home with games like Donkey Kong with multiple screens, arcade controls, and arcade graphics that let you have the arcade experience at home because your vision is our vision. ColecoVision.
So anyways, guys, now I have a working and operational ColecoVision. I'm pretty excited about it. It was in amazing shape. I'm really happy with the condition of it, and I've had a lot of fun playing Donkey Kong and the other ColecoVision games and getting to learn that library. So guys, this brings a conclusion to my two-part series of game systems that I've recently picked up that were before my time and now I'm learning all about. Tune in next time, and it'll actually be something that a lot of people probably won't even want to watch, and that is all about modern systems and games I've picked up in the last little while. I know, unique concept, right? A retro gamer that still plays modern games. At its core, I'm just a gamer. Anyways, this is Michael B. the Game Genie, and I'll talk to you next time. I forgot to show you these. These also came with the ColecoVision as well. These are the Super Action Controller, so it gives you a little bit different choice. Pretty cool. They actually look like something right out of the original Battlestar Galactica. Or, you know, make up your own idea about what these could be.